Okay, here we go. Now the Xenoblade. I haven't played Xenoblade 2, so I don't know. Play a little bit of Xenoblade 1.
Pyra just disappeared.
Let's turn the volume down a bit so the mic doesn't pick that up.
I couldn't find her anywhere. It was as if she vanished off the face of all rest. Without a trace. Where have we gone?
I should get around to playing Xenoblade 2, but I didn't even finish Xenoblade Definitive Edition. I started that in June, I think, and then I just kind of got off rails with that.
This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because I got an invitation to join Snap!
Oh, shit! Oh! Oh, I didn't see that coming. I thought this was Xenoblade DLC. Oh! I didn't see that one coming. That's actually a good one.
Leave it to me, Rex. Behold the power of the Aegis.
Ah, shit. Sweet. God, Xenoblade has such fucking dope music, too.
Genius! We've owning them, and these are seasoned fighters.
They're owning them? That is some 2010 dialogue right there, man. Are they gonna get someone else?
Talk about a tight spot. Mithra, let me handle this.
Or no, it's your final smash. Oh, wait, what?
Mithra!
Cutting it close, huh?
I don't know how this character, like, I don't know these characters really, but is it gonna be like Sheik and Zelda in Melee, where you can change between them? Or is it just an Echo Fighter? I mean, I'm okay with either, honestly. I don't really care. I'm not picky about Smash characters, really.
You can even use You two can swap between each.
Okay, so yeah, it is like Sheik and Zelda, or Pokemon Trainer even. More, I guess more like Pokemon Trainer because they play differently, I think?
Wait, Rams?
Oh, I see Mii Fighter costumes. Alright, Xenoblade 2 getting some love. I don't really hear much about Xenoblade 2. At least not as much as, Xenoblade 1.
Sure did. Witness our power. Shook?
Never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Ooh, fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Alright. Good reveal, because I literally had no idea that was going to be a Smash trailer. It literally looked like DLC to me.
This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer. All right, let's continue.
It's Sephiroth in like what, January? It's like, or no, December even. So it's like, it's not that long of a wait, honestly. Well, I think I've heard of this.
Stumble toward greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Is it an online game? I've never heard of this. I mean, I think I might have heard of this, but I've never seen it.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. What
I've never played
messages
this
will you
game.
discover?
Yeah, this is new.
How can you prevent the
World.
sun from
Is it Outer
exploding?
Worlds? If it's Outer
Why is
Worlds,
the
I've never
solar
played it.
system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo
See,
Switch
I didn't even know the name.
summer 2021.
I don't really pay attention that much to games
Put your
also
sleuthing
playing.
skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time.
Hey, I mean, they have
Localized
Famicom in the
and
title.
modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama.
So these are just basically
twists and turns await
remakes
at
of
every corner. You'll be on
audio
the edge of your seat
or
as you
visual
dive
novels,
into
I
these
guess, or
deep
visual
narratives set
novel
in Japan.
game.
In one game, you'll solve a complex murder
like the
case
artwork,
surrounding
though.
a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia. But that's not the only case to crack. Missing Air. And
Not really my
Detective
genre,
Book
but it
Goes
looks
Stands
alright.
Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th. Pre-orders begin
Of course, of
today
me,
on Nintendo
I
eShop.
was getting like Higurashi vibes, but that's just me.
A new age of battles.
If they released When They Cry games on localized, that'd be pretty sweet. I know they're on the Switch in Japan, but they're not. I have to make I have a Japanese account just to get those. I thought this is gonna be Fire Emblem for a second. Well, what is this? Dynasty Warriors? Samurai. Oh, I have one of these on my PlayStation 2. These Warriors games are just not my thing. They're very spectacle.
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise is coming to Nintendo.
I remember playing
Switch.
Hyrule Warriors. I think I mashed A for most of the game, and I was fine. I was playing on the hardest difficulty, too. It was really just kind of mindless. At least for me. I didn't play Fire Emblem Warriors. It looked like it was a little bit more
Unleash
involved.
high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1.
Yeah, these with the games I played, these moves look awesome, but it's like the enemy has so much health that you're doing them a lot, and it just kind of like negates how cool they look when you see it a million times. I should give this series another chance. The only one I ever played was Secret of Mana, and I did not enjoy it. Just that combat system was, and that ring menu was so irritating. And the story was just like generic and boring.
Place them on the map to bring towns.
But the series is like really loved, so maybe some of the other games are better. Like I said, I only played Secret of Mana.
Place artifacts for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangements and the original soundtrack.
I do love when they give you that
Other
option.
features have been added.
Sometimes the rearrangements are not good. I think with Final Fantasy X, I was like, give me the original. This doesn't sound as good.
Legend of Mana.
10 has some good music, and I wanted to hear it in its original form. But, you know, you can't get to pick individual tracks. So sometimes the remastered version is better. This is Monster Hunter, right? I think I had Monster Hunter for Wii U. Another series, I buy the games, but then I don't play them. Just don't have the time, man. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time that's been shown off, so... Oh, cool. But I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's been shown off. Cooler. But, yeah, so I think that was
the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom.
The latest, and maybe not. Oh, you know what? I think they did a Monster Hunter Direct a
against these
couple
ferocious
months ago.
monsters.
So maybe I'm
Stay
wrong.
tuned for the latest installment.
As far as I don't have Furukawa doing this.
The fairway is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through.
It's
Then
a golf game.
swing.
I wonder if they're still using the NES courses that they used in... I forget what the actual title is. It was a Mario Golf game on NES, and then they repurposed those maps for Wii Sports. Maybe
Use
not.
features on the greens. You
That's
ace
cool,
your
but
shots.
how much stuff can you do for golf?
In addition
Like, it's
to
golf.
motion
I don't
controls,
care.
You can also use motion controls.
Oh, okay, well, at
Holding
least you get the
your
option for
controller
that.
like a golf club. Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game.
I mean, the golf
letting
on
you
Wii Sports was
enjoy
actually not
the
that bad.
sensation of golfing. You'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it
Okay.
another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only
Oh my
things
god.
at play. Make use of dashes and
This is like they're
special
combining
shots
like
to beat the competition.
Mario Party or
Did we
Mario
mention
Kart
story
with
mode? As a Mii
with
character,
golf. What?
you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with
Interesting.
experience when Mario Golf.
So I have no interest in this game, but I'll give them credit that they're definitely doing things to make it interesting. Like giving a golf game like the same kind of treatment Mario Kart gave to like kart racing games. That make it wacky and fun.
Adds new gameplay.
That's a good idea.
As well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy.
But I can't believe we're still talking about it. It's golf. I'm not a golf person at all.
To this game,
every time I play golf, I just whack the ball as hard as I can and see how far it goes.
Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
I don't go to an actual course. I go to those ranges where you just whack it.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Alright, we're getting rapid fire.
Game speed or
Capcom is all over these re-releases and ports.
Sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943, the
Mega Man Collection, Street Fighter,
or the standalone
Mega Man X Collection
to build your collection.
AKA Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets.
Oh no! What did you do to my girl? Is that Tara Strong?
Along with our friends Green Lantern, but
I mean, it probably is. Like, who the fuck? I would just pay Tara Strong for everything.
Moment at Metropolis High School.
It's Tara Strong and Troy Baker. Those are the voice actresses who get all the work. Those are the voice actors who get all the work.
We just gotta make sure no one.
This is where I check my phone because this is not.
DC Superhero Girls Team Power heroically sourced onto Nintendo Switch June 4th.
Do kids really watch Nintendo Directs? I feel like they just see the game on the store.
Ready to choose cannons and prepare for battle.
On the eShop. Right?
Who will join you in your adventure? Hint: anyone can.
Chill out. Okay, this is definitely the low portion of
the quest to face evil and save
Direct.
Dark Lords.
Did that say the Dark Lord stand?
There's a new feature in this game.
I fucking know what you wanted to say or what you wanted to put there, Nintendo.
Letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous.
Oh, cool! Let's add this feature to actual Mii's, like on the actual Switch, because
relationships are key.
They're so outdated. Let's
consider spending some
more customization
time with allies to strengthen bonds. Super Mario themed items are coming to your island.
No. I don't even have this game anymore.
Place them however and wherever you like.
Doesn't do anything for me. I mean, it's cool, but
you can also play.
It's just still Animal Crossing with the Mario aesthetic. I'm pretty sure what people like about Animal Crossing is that they can make it their own thing.
Then use them to travel between locations on your Mario.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom
Kingdom?
Kingdom?
They put Mario stuff in Minecraft.
Will be released.
He's so smug, like that was my gift to you, and it's like
anniversary events. Please wait.
Not really all that great.
For their release.
First announcement was great. The last couple have been kind of
have the global launch for the
not
Super Mario
super
3D
interesting.
World plus Bowser's Fury game.
The Smash announcement was awesome.
We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well.
I'm sure there's gonna be people complaining, "Meh, Sword Fighter."
We have another game to show you.
Oh, is this really default? Or is this an Octopath Traveler's vehicle?
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Yes, it's another Octopath game.
S-Frost will answer for its crimes today.
I love how this game looks, but I only saw this being played. Like, I didn't play it myself. I watched somebody else play it, and they were saying that they didn't like how the characters in the original didn't really talk to each other that much. Project Triangle Strategy. Okay, so it's not an Octopath Traveler sequel. It's its own thing, but it's definitely the same general idea. I listen to Octopath Traveler's voice acting, being surprised at how like inappropriately good it was for the game. Like I forget the dancer's name, but her voice actress is like giving like a high quality, top notch performance, while the character looks like a pixel.
In this new
tactical
It was so
RPG,
interesting.
battles
Oh
take
wait,
place
is
on
it?
terrain with different elevations.
This is a tactical
player's
thing.
attack range is determined by their location
Oh,
and their equipped weapons.
oh.
The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground.
Oh wow,
with
they've ripped that right off from
weapons
Three
such as
Houses.
bows and
Most Three
arrows.
Houses ripped it off from
Thus, your
someone else, but
forces can
alright,
use the
okay, this is
terrain
my
and
kind of
other
game.
elements to gain the upper hand.
Are we gonna have permadeath here?
Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Oh,
Once more,
I
I
like
would ask you
that.
plainly, do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to...
As more and more critical decisions
I
are
like
made,
that.
your
Yeah,
journey
that's
may
cool.
take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy,
Triangle Strategy, weapon triangle, come on.
From Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout for more information.
That's a cool.
in the
That one's
future.
interesting, but it's not till next
After
year.
this presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download.
Okay, I like it when they do
Future.
this, when they give
And
you
in
the demo and then they
we'll
can
conduct
give
a
you
survey
yes,
to
exactly,
gather player
feedback survey.
We look forward
That's
to hearing
a
your
good thing. That's a
responses
great
on the
idea.
demo.
Victory and kick some serious ass!
Look,
Pretty close for a
it's
Nintendo Direct.
you all at the end of your journey. The battle for survival begins.
It's like
in
Beautiful
World's
Joe
End
if it had
Adventure
Pokemon's
for
art
Nintendo
style.
Switch. Coming to Hyrule Warriors,
Okay.
Age of Calamity.
Another one. I haven't played it. Again, it's a Warriors game. Or Muso game, whatever the term is. What are they adding to it? Oh, do you get to play as that scientist who made herself younger? Okay. That didn't tell me anything.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark
I
on a
didn't
journey
finish
to
the first
restore
one. I was really
the
liking the first one. I just didn't get around to
Use the
finishing
job
it.
system
There's
to
so
develop
many
your characters
fucking jobs in
and
that
master the
game.
brave
It's
default
great, but
commands
oh
to
man,
emerge
it's like
victorious
borderline
in turn-based
overwhelming
battles.
sometimes.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation.
I wish they went with like
The
a
game can be
slightly different
pre-ordered
art
on
style
Nintendo
for the
eShop.
in-game
An
graphics.
updated demo is also available.
Just because the artwork I really liked in the
The
original
latest
Bravely
installment in
Default,
the
so I feel like they could have
legendary
gone
Ghosts
like
and Goblins series comes to life.
a little bit
As
more
the brave knight
proportionate.
Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the demon realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters. Barry
I can't
for
believe
defense,
Ghosts and Goblins
Cherry
is
for
still going.
transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Apex Legends is storming onto
So
the
far, my
Nintendo
favorite
Switch
announcement is still the
This
Smash
beautiful battle
announcement,
royale
and
features a growing roster
it's
of
something I
powerful
know I'm probably
contenders
going to be in the
named Legends,
minority on because I
strategic
don't give a
combat,
fuck about like,
cross-platform
sword
play,
character
and more.
bad.
All
So it's like, as
players on
long as they
Nintendo
don't play
Switch
the
will
same.
get
The
an all-new
reason
legendary
that
Pathfinder skin, and
that
33
even
levels
starts
for the
because like half the
Season 8
fucking
Mayhem
Fire
Banner
Emblem
Pass.
characters play the same, and that
Plus, for the
does
first 2
suck. Like
weeks after
Lucina,
launch, earn
Chrom,
double XP
Roy,
when playing on
Marth are
Nintendo
all
Switch.
way too fucking
Fight for
similar.
fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends.
How's it going so far?
Could be better, honestly.
There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh, he thinks he's got
so
a
we hope
mic
you'll
drop
stick with
coming
us.
up.
Next, please take a look at this.
I always want to end big.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you
Alright.
saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
Okay.
We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Well, this is the 35th anniversary
While
of
you're all
Zelda.
waiting,
Is this a
however,
Zelda
this
collection?
Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
Is this a Zelda collection?
Please take a look.
It's better not be fucking Wind Waker. I love Wind Waker, but is it Skyward Sword? Not a shock at all. Please fix the controls. Skyward Sword isn't that bad of a game. It's definitely like not my favorite Zelda game. I hate the linearity and how restrictive it is in a lot of ways. But it was the motion controls that the overabundance of motion controls that killed it for me. Which is kind of funny that this was a 25th anniversary Zelda game, and now it's being re-released as part of the 35th anniversary. Jesus Christ, I bought this new. There's a photo of me holding this nearly 10 years ago. Oh my god. Okay, well, how's it gonna work with the motion controls?
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers.
So is it mandatory still?
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks.
Please don't tell me it's still
You
mandatory.
can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld
Thank
mode
God.
and Nintendo Switch Lite.
Oh, thank
After
God.
mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
The right stick.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
Oh, they look cool.
The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first time will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
That is, oh my god, you want to still talk about Joy-Con drift when this game comes out? Oh man.
July 16th.
That is
Following
gonna
this Nintendo Direct,
really be
you'll be able to pre-order the game on
tough.
Nintendo eShop.
Oh,
And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will
I'll
launch on the
pre-order
game's
it,
release
like I
date
said,
at
but,
local
yeah.
retailers. Many
That is
of
not
you
gonna
may
have a
already know
Joy-Con
this, but
drift.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Stamina meter?
Using the sailcloth to descend in
Oh,
midair,
that's it, yeah. But
a
that's
stamina
barely at
gauge
all.
that depleted as you scaled walls.
The stamina was
lines,
definitely
or
like the
ran.
big one.
Even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear.
That was, oh, I guess
I
to
hope
upgrade
those of you who
gear,
played The
but
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
too. Yeah, this was still a linear game though.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
I'd be willing to play it with different controls. The controls are like the biggest annoyance. There's
what
just
did you think?
too many of
The
them.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized
Too
for
many
Nintendo
motion
Switch.
controls anyway.
It
It was like
includes intuitive
way
motion
too
controls
excessive.
and
Like when I
button
had to
controls by
do
tilting
this
the
to
right
fly,
control
like the sword stuff was actually
Okay,
cool, but
the next game
flying
will
and
be
the
our
swimming.
last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Okay. Splatoon? Real Spirited Away vibes right here. So Splatoon 3? Or is it just an expansion? Splatoon 3, okay. That's cool. Hey, he had a buddy. What does he do?
to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while.
Yeah.
We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Really? I'm just gonna say, that was not a very good Direct at all. There was no mention of, you know, Fire Emblem, Metroid Prime 4, and, you know, that's just a running gag. I'm sure there's going to be another Direct later in the year, obviously. Maybe they're saving it for more around, I guess, when E3 is allegedly going to be. I'm sure E3 is not going to happen this year either. But the titles they show were really not interesting, a lot of them. Like, the Smash announcement I thought was good. I'm sure people, like I said, people are going to complain. Fucking Sword Fighter and Smash, that doesn't bother me. Some of that tactic game looked kind of cool. The golf game looked more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And Skyward Sword getting a re-release with more traditional controls is a good thing, but like this was the first real Direct, a big Direct, in a little over a year, I think. I think the last one was like right before COVID really started. And yeah, they just, I don't want to say they dropped the ball, but they didn't have as much to show as they acted like they did. A lot of re-releases, a lot of DLC, just not stuff that would hook me. And I'm sure, like, you know, I'm sure they've had their issues over there with development because of COVID and all that stuff that's affecting it. But maybe don't hype it up so much, or maybe, like, for some of these smaller titles, they definitely could have done, like, a mini Direct for some of them and left the bigger stuff to be saved off for a later Direct. Like, if they just wanted to do a mini Direct now and then a really big Direct in, you know, around June where they just drop titles on us like crazy, that would, I think I would have liked that better, because there was such, I don't want to say hype, but anticipation and speculation for this one just because it was the first big Direct after a while. And yeah, I'm hard-pressed to remember a lot of it. Like, you announced Metroid Prime 4 years ago. Where is it? Fucking Christ. Like a Fire Emblem announcement. That, I mean, that'll probably come later because Three Houses is only, it's not even fully 2 years old yet. So that one I'm not as hard pressed for, but like, yeah, Metroid is like, what the fuck, dude? Where is this game? You announced it so long ago. Like the Animal Crossing DLC, the Hyrule Warriors expansion pass without telling us what, like, really what we're getting with it. Like Breath of the Wild 2 being held off, that doesn't bother me at all. It's like, sure, yeah. I feel like they could have shown not necessarily gameplay, but maybe just a little bit of a more story insight, I guess. But whatever, they want the fans to speculate. But no, I didn't think this was a very good Direct. And usually I'm one of the Direct defenders. Like, I remember that one Direct where they dropped all those Final Fantasy games on us. People were saying that was a bad Direct, and I couldn't have disagreed more. Not even because of Final Fantasy in particular, but I remember they had a lot of cool things when they had made that announcement. And the other one last year where they announced things like Doom 64. Like, stuff like that was cool to me, but this was just, I'm not going to lie, kind of disappointing. I really wish they packed it more, and they, at least that they didn't act like they like, oh, this is my gift to you, Skyward Sword. HD. It's like, okay, well, Skyward Sword is, even without the motion controls, Skyward Sword is definitely still one of the weakest 3D Zelda games. And, I mean, I'm playing it again because Skyward Sword, I mean, as a story and experience, I prefer it over something like Twilight Princess, something that I felt like really dropped the ball in terms of like originality. Skyward Sword definitely did more to be more original, but the motion controls, the overabundance of motion controls killed it for me, and there's still, and also like there's some things you can't fix, like the linearity and how restricted the world is. That's one thing Twilight Princess definitely has over Skyward Sword. But as like a narrative experience, I felt Skyward Sword was more interesting. But this direct, not good, not good. Hopefully the next one is going to be better. But the next one's probably not going to be until June. So if this is what's supposed to hold us over. We have a fucking golf game, some DLC, and a bunch of re-releases. Very little in the way of first-party Nintendo stuff. I mean, Splatoon 3, I'm all for it, but that Splatoon is not mic drop at the end of your Nintendo Direct sort of thing. And, I mean, Splatoon is like a very online-dependent game, so it's like, what are they doing in this that they couldn't have just added to Splatoon 2? Maybe a really good campaign, because as much as I like Splatoon, the fact that it's so reliable on online play is a detriment to it, because I would love local multiplayer with Splatoon, but it's really limited. So that stupid app they tried selling, or they tried using in the beginning. If that's even still a thing, I don't know. No one fucking uses it. But yeah, not good direct. Not at all good. Not impressed. New Smash Fighters. That Octopath styled, I think Triangle Fighter or whatever the fuck it was. That tactics based RPG. Splatoon 3. Skyward Sword HD. Those are really kind of the only standouts to me. Most of the other stuff is not interesting. So, yeah, I guess let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you guys as disappointed in this as I am? I fucking hate saying that. I'm usually my expectations are so, like, modest, but this one was, like, even with modest expectations, I think this was still a bit of a letdown. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.